from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Magic. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place.
When I look at Orlando, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Filling the perimeter slots are Dunn and Leonard. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Carter. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. And a few of the top guys, Coach, in this league have been on hot streaks, fueling early MVP conversations. I guess it's never too early to talk about the MVP, is it?
Yeah, that definitely builds excitement for the fans and sets the narrative for the rest of the season. But you know, Kevin, it's still way too early to tell how it's going to shake out.
Now here's Jones. After the miss from Desmond Bane. Jones, no luck. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Carter. Wagner left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Suggs. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Well, that's how effective Carter Jr. can be inside, using his size to his advantage.
Now, Leonard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. From 10 feet out, misses off the left iron. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Now the Clippers with it. Trailing by 2, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now, Wagner. James Harden missing on the 3. Here's Bane. Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Well, keep in mind, Carter has run these sets countless times. He's reliable when it comes to knowing where to go.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. And again, it's the Clippers missing. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's De Silva. Zubac defending. Bane against Dunn. They set the pick. And he misses his first shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They've got Jones, Desmond Bane out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Pass to Lopez. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
A giant human. Brook Lopez able to shrug off the contact for the and ones.
Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Suggs in for Jones. Collins a screen on Bane. Isaac with the steal. Bane against Harden. Isaac outside. There's Wagner with the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Suggs passes to Bitadze.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Orlando moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Isaac. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Collins setting the big for Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Wagner, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Leonard against Wagner. They need this. Leonard, no luck.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Suggs passes to Isaac. Now Bain. Wagner looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wagner's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wagner against Leonard. Lopez outside. Off target with his 3. And that concludes the first half. It's the Magic as they end the second quarter on a 14-3 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Orlando Magic.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
You take a look at Orlando. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Clippers trail by 13. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Wagner's got 10 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Franz Wagner. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
And that one misses. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
He had passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Well, what poise from Carter Jr., just taking the hit and pushing through it all.
On the free throw, no good. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Al Harden, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. Down low, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
and really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Orlando leading by 13. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Bane. Here's to Silva. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Clippers, Collins checked in for Derek Jones. And Chris Paul subbed in for Chris Dunn. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Pass to Suggs. Inside. Here's Isaac. Good. And the Magic lead by 17.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Now here's Leonard. And here's Harden for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Harden against Bane, and stolen by Leonard. Harden kicks to Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Such a good mentor for the younger players. Paul is a vocal leader who will also lead by example.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. Now Robinson. Lopez covering. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Paul. Count that one.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Jones for three. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Magic out in front. They lead by 13. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Desmond Bane out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Howard. And it's Castleton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Magic leading by 11. Pass to Isaac. Isaac a screen on Batum. Back to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Impressed with his decision-making in these sets. Isaac knows where to roll to after setting that screen.
And Los Angeles guys shooting for the game at 42%. Lopez finds Bogdanovic. Now, here is Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Isaac a screen. Strong move off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Derek Jones comes in for John Collins. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Bogdanovich. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Orlando with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Not that time. It won't go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Here's Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he misses the J.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Now here's Leonard. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Bane against Dunn. Carter sets the pick for Bane. No good from 3. Clippers trail by 11. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Suggs.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into fouls.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. Leonard hits them both. Here's Suggs. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wagner with a screen for Carter. Bane missed on the 3. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The 11-footer, and yeah, it's good. Bane with it. Now Suggs. Bane looking around. Carter with a screen on Dunn. Here's Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. Sinks the big jumper.
Well, Wagner can be a scoring machine, especially when his team is doing a good job of getting him looks.
That does not go. And so here's Orlando. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now we present the player of the game, Franz Wagner.